my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, been more PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big drip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new.
If you're a Freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A-Chain. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Tua. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Real quick. It's on.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Jackson now to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A 19-yard pickup there. First down, L.A.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Now a give up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stick with him again. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
shut my stop. I still stay tall. You still can't trade me.
Now Jackson on the move. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They send the tight end in motion. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2, down to the 2. Third and goal. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And that is not going to work out as planned. A tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
On third and goal, Mike, they make an interesting decision. They keep the ball on the ground, thinking they have enough power up front to just push this one in. Instead, they find themselves going backwards. Brings up fourth down.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Hook him up on a second down and 8. Throwing is Tua. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Here's 2. That's caught right side. The tight end Schultz. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Finding room across midfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Quick throw, taken in. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner and just try to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13.
At their own 14-yard line.
First and 10. Tua gonna throw. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
That's taken in by Achane. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to throw is Tua. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating at it.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. In the pistol, Jackson ready. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Pistol formation with Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. They're able to convert there on 3rd and 3.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down. Jackson. This one caught just past the pylon. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Now a 1st down throw for Tua. That's caught downfield by Waddle. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Here's H.A. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Room to run at the 30. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have a 10-point game here at halftime as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. He'll manage only a couple. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. Second down and 8. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. The defense dialed in. He's going backwards on that one, taken down back at his own 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Tua, sending it deep for Waddle. That is caught! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Tua now on first down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Tucker's extra point up and good. And the Chargers move further out in front. It is now 17-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Here's Tagovailoa. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Now it's Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he is going to be out of bounds. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards. Jackson going to keep this one himself. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And he'll lose big yardage on this one. Trying to get to the edge, instead steps out of bounds well behind the line. Off the play fake. Jackson. Off he goes.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the pistol. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space, so when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
On 3rd down, they'll go with Achane. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signal, he's got enough for the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, Just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. He is in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins are able to cut into the deficit.
Dolphins 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll get him out of bounds, but a good return to the 30.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Now Lamar gonna hang on to it. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 28-yard line. That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Jackson. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings us second and 7.
Tight end going in motion here. Jackson now on second down. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
on third down. Jackson. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27. Jackson now to throw on first down. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Checking it down, this one is caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Here's a third down and 4. Jackson up top again. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
So out comes a guy who's been here before. Big spot for Justin Tucker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for first and 10. They'll drop to throw. A hit, and he has lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession. Now, a ball thrown deep for Johnston. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. They're going to bat that one away.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, they'll run. And here comes the reverse. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line. Here we go. This is fourth down. They snap it to Tua. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Clock is stopped, 55 seconds remaining here in the game. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
Number 32, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Chargers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is brought in. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Now a big play here. Dolphins will go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Tua gonna throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chargers are winners here as we say so long from SoFi.